gold. Because people could kill up between yellow salmon.
Can you say what you just said again?
Say again? Yeah. I'm saying that Africa will rise up again. As it is said in all the great books, the Injil, the Torah, the Quran, as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. Because everybody knows the creation of the world started in Africa, Adam and Eve. And we will come back again. Don't miss any words. Africa will rise up and take its place as the leader of the world and bring all the people together with love and unity, not with division, no racism, no segregation, no apartheid, nothing. Unity in one love. Africa will do that. And we want you to tell them. Even if you don't tell them, the birds will take the message to them through the ocean and everywhere that Africa is the place to be. Yes.
Ahí está. ¿Cuánto tiempo?
All right.
It's a pleasure to see you, Rashid.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, why are we here?
Well, we are here because we want to talk about the project of Root to My Origin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, where did this idea come about? Well, how do you know me?
Well, I know you for the first time when you came to record a program in my project. And naturally, you were the only having a double identity or double heritage. So I feel that we are from the same place, but we are culturally disconnected. I've been thinking about it for a long time because every time I see a black image, I feel it's part of me. So when I saw in my project, I was always thinking, this is part of me, this is part of me, but we are not connected, you know. The vision for Root to My Origin is something I really know it can help to develop African as a whole, and also will break the cultural differences between we Africans in Africa and African diaspora. What our forefathers told us that part of our brothers was taken across the sea, and they believe they're gonna come back one day. There are a lot of people like you, they always try to say, I want to know where I'm coming from in Africa, and this is impossible because borders were not existing when they were taking them out from the land of Africans. And even today, there are no borders between Africans, but there are political borders. The people themselves in Africa have no borders. Border does not exist. What we know is human being. So we live as one people and we have the same culture. So how can a border be in between two people with the same culture? Impossible. American, they're not gonna prove that you are an American. No matter how you're gonna live for a million years, but the color would show us that you are different. African is willing, the people are willing to receive your people back. But it's like there are no movement from Americans trying to know where they are coming out from. Once you have an African generation in your journey, then you are an African. It doesn't matter where you are coming from Africa. There is no more difference between us when we have a common culture to practice. My children generation, your children generation, they will not see the difference between us. We are expecting today. And you are going to Africa, you will see Africa, color does not exist. Brotherhood is what we consider. Everybody will call you brother.
about the year of return?
Yeah, the year of return, as you know, is to commemorate the 200 years of abolition of slave trade. Ghana is trying to invite the whole of the diaspora, to invite them to come home, join us to commemorate, and also we hate to say celebrate, but to sort of mark 2 centuries of abolition of this heinous crime that took place for a period of about 500 years. He said, we're waiting. We want you to take the lead. When you come, we open our arms for you. This community here called Sapele, we are talking about not less than 500,000 slaves passing here. The merchants got them so that they went through the middle passage and into the diaspora. I told him how Chief said I should bring you to him for him to show you around, let you see and study, and then learn about us and make the connection to who you are in Africa. So I just told him, and he's very happy to welcome you here. He's saying that he will thank Bupiura for recommending you to come here, and that he and his people have opened their arms for you.
Thank you. It's an honor for me to be here.
Yes. And now you are part of us. When you have your people who is gone and is back, and he's happy to see you.
My pleasure to be here.
And that your pleasure, he is even more. He has more pleasure than you. That's right. And the reason is that if you are home, then your kingsman, whom you haven't seen in a long time, comes to you. You have to be very happy. And that is why he says he's even more happier than you think you are to receive you. Yes. And that he's very happy. And then and good luck too.
Thank you.
The retailers who came all the way from Salaga slave market will come and be, let me say, among them, touching them and making their choices. When they point at you, they have to know the kind of human being you are. Are you strong? Can you really withstand the hardship they want you to pass through? Can you go and withstand the weather conditions back in Europe? Are you still in the young age? These are the kind of competitors or qualities one need to have before they will start to begin on you. So my people are here. They knew much about the slavery music. They taught much about the slavery music. They were here when I was not here to be found. They are here to let you know what really transpired here as far as slavery is concerned. So they are going to drum and sing that same way as our people were normally used to do. And then you see it, you hear it, and you experience it. they were being taken away from their family without informing them where they are taking them to. So they are sad and frustrated, lost-minded. So every evening, the slave masters normally convene all of them there. They will convey them there and then choose among them 4 people to drum and sing. For the rest to dance and regain their happiness. The masters were motivating the drummers, giving them some kind of drinks like tobacco, cola nut, hard drinks, and telling them to swim warrior. Life will be better in the near future. We are taking you to abroad, somewhere in the US, somewhere in the UK, somewhere in Portugal, somewhere in Netherlands. Look, there were series of messages of deceiving to put them in good mood so that when they will be able to comply with them. When they normally buy you, they have a bowls which they normally sell food for them to eat, which is the last meal for them. So from the meeting center, you'll be taken to their watch tower, which is so far the highest rock of all. From the watch tower, you move down to the cemetery, where those who cannot withstand the hardship the all has to pass through, malnutrition, hunger, biting of snakes, punishment, natural death, sickness without any medical care, they pass away a lot. Just a meter away from the cemetery is the punishment rock. When you are caught of trying escaping, they can just take you there, chain your legs against the rock, your hands at your back, your face will racing toward the sun. From sunrise to sunset, accompanied by beating you, to set as a deterrent to your colleagues not to make any attempt. The chains of the slaves have chopped the rock around, that's created a mark around the spoon, so that people have really passed through cruel acts. This is a simple introduction about the Paganania Picoro slave camp. This is how our brothers and sisters passed through. This is how we were taught about the slavery.
I'm Bupera Jinapal II, Paron Chief of Bupe Traditional Area in the Gonja Kingdom. I'm also the Vice President of the Gonja Traditional Council, a member of the National House of Chiefs. So far, let's leave it this way. You are Afro-American, I hope. And I heard about you. We invited you here for a project. It is being said that the Afro-Americans come from Africa. But it is not so. All that we are trying to prove to the world is that those slaves who were sold out and those whose DNA are coming from Ghana as a country, those people originate from the north. From the north, and most of them were Gonjas.
I'm Chief Kipo Harrison Salifu, Disura, the chief of the bridge suburb of Bupe. Generally, the people of Gonja are farmers and hunters. Everybody now goes into farming, but this is usually subsistence, and that is not sufficient to keep the families for the rest of the year.
The slaves were sold out to go and do farm on sugarcane farms, on tobacco farms. Is it not so? You see? And that has developed the great America. You see, it is the human resources of Africa that were used to develop the great America. The poverty is still very serious in the north. If you help the agriculture to boost it up in this part of the country and the world, I think a lot of you will be coming back even to settle here. You will be more happier here because where you come from, when you know your region, you will be more happier than stay a place that you went there by force.
There is one particular crop. It will bring a lot of revenue both to the Gonja land, to the region, and to the country as a whole. And that is millet. It's a very tasty crop and it does not require so much of rain. Given a certain type of support, I think that this will help the people a lot.
We've got the land, but it's not occupied. There are virgin lands in the north. It is you people like you who will carry this message because you have seen it by your naked eyes.
It's nice to come home. It's nice to come home. You come, you really feel being part of the system where we find ourselves.
If there's that sort of revolution, if that sort of wake up, backed by the Afro-Americans, things will change. And it will change not for your brothers, your sisters, your fathers, but you will also be happy to belong to that change. Those you see, me, I'm your father. You see, those you see here, they are your uncles. They are part of you. If they are suffering, and you have helped another country to develop, is it fair? You have helped that country to develop. Meanwhile, your brothers and sisters and fathers and uncles are suffering. Is it fair? It's not fair.
Poverty is our enemy. If we could come together, we'll build a stronger nation, and obviously everybody will be out of poverty. That's what I would want to say. I wished I had my brothers coming to join me to fight that cause.
Come back to your root.
Should we continue to be slaves? Let's come home, see how we can put our heads together and build a better Northerner, particularly the Gonja. That's what I would want to say, share with my people out there. We wish them well, and may they always serve as the light of the people out there, so that that light will shine on us over here too. That's it. Okay. Thank you so very much.